All right, evening everybody. Uh, we're going to carry on with our mission number 9 of our solitaire squad leader bridgehead mission, where I'm trying to secure a bridgehead indicated by that axis VPO marker you see on the map board. Right now we're heading into turn 9. Yeah, I should say we're finishing off the German side of turn 9 in the close combat phase. If you watched the last video, I left you on a bit of a cliffhanger because this is basically going to come down to two combats. This tank here and this tank here are going to be pains in my rear. I haven't been keeping track of this. Oh, yeah, we have. Okay. Um, the game could possibly end on game turn 10. Is it going to be a -1 for every turn after turn 10, maximum of 16 turns. So we don't know when exactly it's going to end, but I basically have two combat phases to kill this tank and kill this tank. I've decimated the troops. That commissar is probably going to die unless I totally roll horribly. This is the only squad that is unbroken in the entire German or Russian order battle. Everything else is broken. And given the night rules where you stay desperated until you rally, unlikely that there's going to be any kind of rallying. There's also these squads here, I should add. Maybe I'll have them drop the mortar and just beeline it as quickly as possible, although I do have a kill stack here ready to deal with that. Basically, if there's any Russian units within 4 hexes of this marker, then I lose automatically. Now, this is a replay. In the original mission, I got my ass handed to me by Russian artillery. Basically, these hexes over here. 2 or 3 rounds landed on target for a couple rounds in a row. Killed my force. 30 victory points to 0 by the end of the tally. By the time I was chased off the board with artillery, which meant I had to cross back over the river. So it wasn't a good play. So this is a replay. Whether or not it's the one I use to continue on in the campaign, I'll probably figure that out at some point in the next couple days. But this is going to be a replay. So hopefully this one ends a little bit better. I've tried 2 other replays between the first and this one. Both of them ended badly for the Germans because, again, the artillery was very effective and, stopped the mission before it even got started. This one is, as I've been saying, turning out a lot differently if I can kill those 2 tanks, which is what we're going to deal with right now, the close combat phase. So last phase of the turn before it's the Russian turn. I originally moved this guy here, and I'm pretty sure I halted him, but in hindsight, I'm thinking I probably should have kept him mobile because knowing that Germans would be coming, it would make sense if he was actually still in motion to help prevent, what's about to happen in hand-to-hand combat. All right, so let's deal with this stack here first. Oh, I also forgot to move these guys as well in the preceding advance phase. So I'm just going to do that now. So we got 2 squads there. I'll put the leader and this squad over here. Actually, I'll put the leader in this squad with him, in the stack with him. And those guys can join this close combat over here. The pin commissar I'm not at all worried about, but again, it's this motion tank. Same with this tank here. Now he is stopped and he was firing. He proceeded to fire on these adjacent Germans before they close in hand-to-hand, but now I've got 3 squads sitting on top of him, so hopefully that goes well. So let's work with the RNG. I'm just going to blast this a couple times here, get these numbers going. There's a lot of 6s and 5s I'm seeing. I like to do this about 50 times to each of the dice rolls just to start balancing out the RNG. All right, I think that's enough. Let's start the log file. And let's go. So we'll deal with you first. So these guys are already locked in melee, so it's just straight up 5 to 4 and 4 to 5 combat odds. So let's see what those look like. So I'd get 1 to 1. I need a 5 for the Germans, and the Russians get a 4. Yeah, so I need a 5, and you need a 4, and they're still locked in melee. All right, here they passed their task checks. They're sitting on top of the tank. And they're going to have to make 3 individual attacks, during which this tank here will be able to do... actually, he's only got a BMG. We'll be able to do... would have been able to do a counter attack, but it looks like it's not going to happen. So I'm going to do an ambush roll for the first squad. So attacker and defender. Now he's buttoned up, which brings it up to a 4. So there's not going to be any ambush for anybody. You need to only, in nighttime, you'll need to have a 2-point variance to get, you have to be 2 points below your the other opponent to gain ambush. So in this case, there's no ambush for that first squad. And I need a basic 5 to kill the tank. Nope. All right, second squad, attacker, defender. So this time I do have ambush, which gives me a +1. And it is buttoned up +1 as well. So actually, the last one needed a 6. This one I need a 7 or less to kill. All right, that's a kill. Question: does crew survival occur in close combat if you kill the tank? So they're destroyed automatically. All right. Now, it's not a flaming wreck, it's just destroyed, so that'll go to the... do I get VP for that? I may not even get any victory points for that. Yep, enemy AV guns eliminated or captured. All right. So we'll send that to the casualty bin. So right now I haven't lost anything, but I could still lose the game again just because this tank right here, which I can't engage until next turn. I did not have enough move to get it. And this one squad that would have been able to reach it failed their task check. So they became pinned. So let's deal with this combat here. So there's no ambush because it's open terrain. So the attacker is looking at 8-to-1 odds. And the defender is not even 1-to-1 because it's a half to 8. Well, he'd probably be taking on a half squad. So attacker, basically anything but a 12. Yeah, we'll need 11 or less. He'd be at 1-to-2. No, it'd probably be 1-to-4. If he takes on one half squad, it would be 1-to-4 odds, so a 3 or less. No. Alright, so he's dead. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to the previous videos or seen them, these black German markers are used to indicate concealment terrain that I've occupied. So this is going to play into the next mission, which is going to be a human wave attack. And I'm allowed to set up within 3 hexes. That's why I've been keeping track of these locations so that I can know where my setup perimeters are going to be for the subsequent mission, which basically means all this area here I'll be able to set up advanced troops in, so that when the human wave comes on from the south of the map, or east, bottom of the map, east side, then I'll be able to activate them as soon as possible, but that's in the mission in the future. So that's the end of close combat, and we're on to the rally phase. All right, so we start off with a wind change for that is not an RE, and no night change and no wind change. So visibility is still 3. Broken units, plenty on the Russian side, and I've got a couple leaders. Let's do this one here first. So let's do a soft rally here, the 7. Nope. Oh. It stays on. And the 5 is disrupted. So it's only the 1 rally. And we'll do this leader here. Basically need snake eyes. So they're going to stay broken for the rest of the game. We have an 8-0 here. Wounded, however, and he's only a 7-0. So this squad here. Nope, the 6 needs a snake eyes, so it's gone. This guy here. Nope. And the disrupted squad. Nope. I basically need snake eyes for all these squads, except for the 7. I need a 3 to get him up. Actually, a 4. 4, 3, and 3. Right. All right, Russian turn is going to be quick. We're going to go into movement phase, and I'm going to move the tank. So he's already in motion, which I may or may not have changed. Well, I can fire. No, nobody can see. I could try Star Shell usage, but I think I'm just going to move these guys. These guys are already engaged in melee, so yeah, we'll just move these guys. Let's deal with you first. So you're gonna back up. Or would you drive forward? I think you drive forward. Well, then you would be leaving side shots for the ATRs. We'll be looking at 1 with an upper superstructure. That's a 2. 2x range. It could be a kill shot with I think a 5 or less. Definitely have visibility. He's in the area of denial zone, so I just got to keep that Russian tank alive. So what would be in the best interest? Probably just to move ahead 1 hex. Then you can turn around and fire on these guys. But then, of course, the ATRs. But I think I'll risk it. So he's already in motion, so he's just going to move the 1 hex. The 9-1 command roll to see if he can have the ATRs fire. So he's in command. You. Fire an ATR. Now you can fire a side shot, except against a turret. Now what is that looking like? To kill 8P. Base 6, 2x range is a +1, so that's a base 7. Turret superstructure is a 2, I believe. It's a 2. Inferior turret, though. So the turret's actually a 1. Facing. That's kind of weird if I understand those symbols correctly. Or I could risk immobilizing, or I could try for an immobilization shot, I should say. So either way, I could be looking at a 7, 2x range. Less armor factors. 5 or 6 would be a good for a mobilization kill shot, which is not too bad. Or I can try for immobilizing. So what would that look like? It'd be +1 for low visibility, +2 for a moving target. So it's total +3. It's a 2 hex range, so it brings it down to a +2. Target size is normal. So it'll be a +2, and then a +5 for deliberate mobilization. Which is a total of +7, so I need a 3 or less to get immobilized. I think I'll just go for the kill shot. With any luck, I'll roll well. So to hit. What do I need? A 7 to hit. So the first ATR is 7 to hit. Yes, hits, and that is a hull hit. So that works out pretty good. All right, now see if I can kill it. 6. So looking at the numbers again. ATR is a base. Oh, sorry, base 5. I was looking at the Russian ATR. Base 5 +1 for 2x range is a 6. -1 is a 5, so that missed it. I missed. Or I should say the shot bounced off. All right, so the second ATR, this one needs a 6 to hit. Misses. All right, well, that didn't work out as planned. I could try mortar shots, but I don't think mortars are going to be very effective against a tank. Base numbers is 6. Base numbers is 6, eh? Oh, -2 for moving target. Oh wait, that's MOL. A 6. Less armor factors brings it down to a 5. I could try an artillery or a couple mortar rounds, but I think that would be silly. And I risk activating a sniper when I do that. No, that's fine. I'll just have to close in close combat. All right, so let's get rid of the turret. Clockwise. Oops, I unbuttoned him by mistake. And we'll turn him around, and he'll stay in motion. And he'll fire 2 firepower plus 2 into here with the machine guns. And then I'll let rip with a 45. Oh, he just broke his gun. So he's in motion with a broken main gun, and yeah. So I have to kill this tank, otherwise I lose automatically. Oh, other movement. These guys here. Actually, I should have done a panic roll to see if he can move. So that 3 is for the tank, which just means he can move as described. These guys are able to move in as well. Just a second there. I'm debating and dropping the mortar and just running, which I think is what I'm going to do. So we'll drop the mortar. Let's see if they stray. They do not stray. 1, 2, 3. CXing would be 4. 5, because he's a conscript. Yeah. That's what we'll do. So they're staying out of NVR. I'm going to pop a pen flare on the German defensive fire phase, which is right now. Yeah. All right. So let's fire you, firing a pen flare. Since you already got your command roll. So 4 less. Nope. What about these squads here? Nope. 10-2. He can act. Can he fire a flare? A 4 less. Yes, yes he can. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Close enough. Now we'll see where it lands. Please don't go too far. 1 for 1. That'll work. 1 for 1. All right. Let's fire these guys first. 12, 15 firepower with a -1 onto this. A 9. Nine on the 15 is a normal morale check. So the 426 is pinned and the 628 is broken. Well, that worked out. Actually, I guess he'd still be 6, wouldn't he? All right, and then we'll kill him with this. That is 27 firepower -2, -3, sorry. Actually, that would have been a PTC, so this guy was broken, not pinned. Or he was pinned, not broken. Yeah. And we'll try and kill him with this 27 with a +1 because of the night visibility, which I forgot about. Oops, 4 on the 27. Wrong, 2 on the 27 is a 4K. Got one more turn to close with and kill him. That is it. I could fire on this erupted guy, but I'm not going to bother drawing any sniper fire. So let's go right into the German turn 10. Oh, close combat, lest we forget. We have this to deal with. So 4 to 5 is a 4 or less, I believe I said. 1 to 2 is a 4 or less, and I need a Germans need a 5. So 4 or less. Oof, close one. And 5 or less for the Germans. Yes, so he's a half squad. Whittling him down, which is good. All right, now we can go into German turn 10. Possible game in at the end of this turn. I gotta kill that tank. All right, wind change, no random event, no wind change, and no NVR change. This goes bye-bye. We delete the defensive fire markers. Rallies, we have 2 Russian leaders to rally, so the 6 first. And the this leader's going to try with a 4 or less for this guy. A 3 or less for the 6 below it. And then snake eyes for the disrupted guy. So no, everybody's still broken on the Russian side. All right. German prep fire phase. So these guys are going to move on to there. I guess you can move forward and try and secure more land so I can set up. This set of woods would be nice. And you guys got to explore this area over to the left. If I can get control of 3 hexes from this location, so N5, these cluster buildings here are all within 3. So if I can get a guy to M6, means I can set up basically on the whole left side of the board. I can rope off some wire along here. Although I would have to explore further if I want to put wire, I guess. Although I think in the rules for that mission I get the complete first map board. The 2 westernmost map boards. Okay. Well, again, we'll deal with that when we come to, but basically I want to secure as much terrain as possible. Maybe I should even try and get into this building. Oh, it's probably asking a lot. So no prep fire. Let's go right to movement phase. Oh, Russians want to try and repair their gun. Oops, 1 die. Nope. And before I do that, we're going to go back and prep fire these guys and see if I can immobilize it. So the 9-1's going to make his command die roll, and he's panicked. That's not good. So you are good, so you're going to fire You're not acquired because of nighttime rules, so you're going to need a 7 to hit. +1 for night. -1 for range is 0. Moving target is a +2, so you're actually going to need an 8. 8 to hit. Not going for mobilizer, going for the kill. 8 to hit. Snake Eyes, critical hit. This is what I need to hit roll. And that is a hull hit as well. So to hit roll, to kill roll. 7. All right, so it is a critical hit, which means the AP gets doubled. So it's a base 10, 2x range brings it up to 11. -1, -2 for the hull is a 9 or less to kill. And I rolled a 7, so it is a kill, but not a burning kill, which means a crew survival. I don't know about that. Crew survival is a 3, so this is a dead tank. Which basically means I've won the game. I'm ahead on victory points, and nobody is within range of the base, so that worked out swimmingly. What do we have? 14. 5 for the tanks. Nice. Okay, so that means the rest of you are free to move, so your job is going to be to secure as much terrain as possible now. I'm not going to bother activating any more units on the left. I see no need. I'm just going to claim as much concealment terrain as possible. So you're not in command. Let's get rid of that. You panicked. So the 3 squads with it. Let's see you first. 2 squads and 2 half squads, or squad and 2 half squads. So the squad panicked, 2 half squads. 1 is good. Do you stray? Yes. No, no, you don't. You're normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. CXing. You'll advance into the tree line. You guys are in command. So that means you're in command as well. So you can move. You're going to stay on the road, so you don't have to take any string die rolls. You're going to CX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you're going to rush forward with the leader to help out with the close combat, or I should probably move everybody. Let's move everybody. In the building, you don't have to worry about straying, so we go 2, 3 for the road. You would be 5.5 to here, and you don't have to worry about straying now because you're still adjacent to the road. 8-1 is in command. You are on a road hex, so that's good. So where are you guys going to go? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. CXing. 6. Here you'd have to roll for stray. No. Right, so they got to move, so it means I'm going to be in the tree line, which means I'll be able to secure 3 hexes away to X3, which is good. You're going to keep coming down the road. Oh yeah, you're CX'd. You're going to go for a jaunt to the south, straight down the road. 1, 2, CXing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And, oh, don't forget your LMG. And you are going to go to this cluster of buildings here, I think. 2, 4, 6, or I could put you here. and a leader could join you. Let's go 2, roll for stray. He does not. 4, 6. And you're going to join him. Stray. No, you do not. Oh yeah, you guys here. So the leader's panicked, so I gotta do 3 squads, top down. 1, 2, 3. So you 2 bottom squads are not CX'd. Or I should say panicked. Alright, so let's go, where are you gonna go? See if you stray. You do not stray. Maybe push down the road. Yeah, so we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are you gonna do? I think I just set up in these buildings here. Can you move? Yes, you can. 1, 2, 5. That's it for move. Mortars will stay in place. Everybody else is panicked or fired. Yeah, no defensive fire because everything's broken. Advancing fire. I can fire 4 firepower plus 3 into the trees, which I think I will do. 4 plus 3. Sniper. I was afraid of that. Nothing good. I'm not going to bother firing you. I'll just force them to run away. Should have moved into this. Should have kept that 468 here. That way I could have forced these guys to break up. Any rate, route phase. So you're just going to advance back one. Let's go this way. You'll keep in the trees. You're going to go back one here. We go advance phase. You'll advance into close combat. That should put pay to that squad. These guys will advance sideways. Advance here into the trees. You're going to go into the trees as well. Oh, I should have moved down the road. Yeah, you're going to come down the road here. And you'll take this building here. And we're into close combat. So now we have a squad joining him. So we have 8, 9 to 2. Now 2 to 4 is 1 to 2 odds is probably good for the Russian to take on one squad. So he needs a 4. 9 to 2 would be 3 to 1. 3 to 1 odds. I would need a 9 or less for the Germans. So 9 or less for the Germans. Come on. And a 4 or less for the Russians. Wow. Wow. Russians are on the board. Should have been a guaranteed. I'm back to where you were. Unreal. Unbejesus. All right, that's end of that turn. Russian rally phase. Wind change, RE. There is an RE, no wind change, no NVR. Russian RE is a 24. "24 is enemy AFV. Oh, that's great. Enemy AFV. Number 5 on table A6A, which is 2. 2 AFVs. God. 11. What kind are they? Subsequent roll is a 6. They are AG-10 anti-aircraft. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And 2 lows. Armor leader. 9 should be nothing. Yeah. 10. No armor leader. Well, that's interesting. More armor I have to destroy before the end of the turn. I cannot believe I lost that combat. Oh. Rains and pours, right? Rallies. We have a 6-0 that has 6+1 that has to rally. Nope. And we have a 4, a 3, and a 2 for rallies coming up here. 4, 3, and 2. Getting better, but nothing. No rallies. Prep fire. We have no prep fire. We're going to go right to Russian movement phase, of which we only have the armor. So 1, staying buttoned up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll stop and fire. Here I think I'll take a shot at it. It would be +1 for visibility. +2 for moving target. And because I only had line of sight once it entered that hex, it looks like it's going to be a +2, +4, +5 for low vis, 2 +5. Or I can wait one more hex. Would the Russian do that? Probably not. He'd probably stay 3 hexes away and stop there. Enter that hex, stop would be 2 movement points at any rate. So it's only going to be +3 +1 for low vis is a total +4. 2x range brings down to a +3 is 7 or less to hit with the ATR. So it hits. That is a turret hit, which I think is armored. It's got a red star, which I think it means armored turret. What does a red star mean? Or is that a truck? Let's look at the book. IAG AA 10 or 10 AA. No idea what that means. What does a red star mean? Okay, so it's unarmored. Oh, -1 to hit because it's a large target. That's what that means. So it's a -1 to hit. So that would be, any rate, I don't think it's a critical. Maybe it is. We have base 10. +4. Wrong. Yeah, +4 brings it down to a 6. 7 with the large target. 4. So it's not a critical. Missed it by 1. At any rate, it is a turret hit. So on the kill table, it's probably nothing. Now, actually, how would that work? I guess it would be firing on the IFT, wouldn't it? Oh, ATR is 7. Basic kill number of 7. Okay, well, I missed. So they got a shot pinged off their turret. Too many modifiers for the Russian movement. I don't think I'll fire. He'll fire. The off chance he gets blown up next turn, which is very likely. All right, so I guess that would be that's fine. Whatever. Next truck up. Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn 8. 8. And that would be what, 12? I think a truck moves on open ground for 3. 4 + 1, 5, so 13. And he'll stop 14. Or should he keep on the road and move? Yeah, I'm going to run him up this way here. So let me redo that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was already facing that way. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and it'll stay in motion. Try excessive speed. I think I'll excessive speed as well. Let's go to... Should make it a 9 or less. I need a 9 or less, so he's good. All right. 5. $11. You'd have to excessive speed to move 3 hexes. You're not going to make it. What if I go this way? 5, 10, 15. Stop. 5, 10, 15. Stop. Yeah, you're not going to make it. Never know, but I doubt it. Depends how long the game actually goes for. Other stuff to do. Movement, that is it for that. Defensive fire phase. The 8-1 can fire. So we're going to fire 8 firepower with a +1 onto the woods. Sniper. 6 on the 8's a 1 check, so you are half squad. Same with you. You can fire, so you're going to fire 8 firepower +3 onto the woods. Nope. You can fire. So you're going to fire 20 firepower with a total of 0 modifier onto this stack here. +1 for the wreck. So +1, +2, +3 for the woods, -2 for the leaders, +1. So on the 20 table, +1. Rate of fire, so 5 on the 20. Is a 4 check. So it'll be 7-0. Is Eillard and broken. You are a half squad. You are gone. And the broken conscript squad is a half squad. All right, 12 firepower +1. Nine on the 12, no rate of fire. 9 and 12 is a normal morale check. So we have the, excuse me, the, he's now a 6 +1. So he's dead. We have you. You're dead. And the half squad. Dead too. Everybody's dead. Still has no rate of fire though, so he can't fire. So that's going to be it for defensive fire phase. We'll jump right to the close combat phase because that's all that's left to do. And we have here, so we have 2 to 5 is a 3 or less. He needs a 3 or less, and a 5 to 2 is a 3 to 2. 2 to 1. Maybe 2 to 1 odds. So 7 or less for the Germans, and a 3 or less for the Russians. So Russians and the Germans. Wow. All right, GE turn 11. Game end die roll. A 1, 2. Now the mission ends. At game end, turn 10. Form a die roll. The result is less than 2. A 2 or less, the mission ends immediately. So game over. All right, so I win. It's a German victory. I have to resolve this close combat though, so we're gonna have to fight continuous combats till it's done. So the Germans need a 7, the Russians need a 3. So 7 for the Germans. Finally killed it. A 3 for the Russians. Jesus. All right. Game turn 10, and it ends in a German victory. I could have gained more ground, but because I had to deal with those tanks, I had to scurry my forces back and deal with the tanks. So I'm not set up as far forward as I would like to do my subsequent mission. All right, so that's it for that. I'm going to take a quick break here, guys. I'm going to actually chop this video into 2 pieces, so I'll pause it here. So that was the end of mission number 9, the Bridgehead. A German victory. A little bit nerve-wracking near the end. Luckily, an ATR scored a kill shot on the one tank up here and was able to disable this one here. These 2 trucks never had a chance because they are trucks, and they just have too far to go unless I roll an extra number of turns, which is always possible. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't think I did any horrendous mistakes there. I was a bit tentative at the beginning just because I had to deal with that initial artillery barrage, but it was lower strength and they landed off target by and large, so the artillery this time around was not a major threat unlike the previous mission. At any rate, comments down below, suggestions, things you would have done differently, by all means please leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.